There is an oil tanker off the Caribbean coast of South America, containing over 55 million tons of crude oil. The Venezuelan-flagged Nabarima tanker, jointly owned by the Venezuelan state oil company Petróleos de Venezuela and Italian oil company Eni, was abandoned nearly 2 years ago and is causing particular concern to Venezuela's neighboring country, Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago fear that if left there for much longer, it will overturn and cause an oil spill. The tanker has been photographed looking lopsided, and the Trinidadian government believes it could spill up to 1.3 million barrels of oil into the ocean, causing a major ecological disaster for the entire region. The tanker was abandoned by Petróleos de Venezuela and oil giant Eni because of a financial dispute with American President Donald Trump. The Trump administration stopped buying oil from Venezuela because it believed the country's president Nicolas Maduro shouldn't be in power. The company stopped drilling for oil when the restrictions were brought in and abandoned the ship off the eastern coast of Venezuela. According to Venezuelan politicians and green activist groups, the Nabarima is carrying up to 80 million gallons of oil, and a spill from the vessel could cause an ecological disaster. In the Exxon Valdez spill of 1989, 11 million gallons were released, covering an area larger than the size of Trinidad and Tobago, one of the worst oil spills recorded. Venezuela has in the past said the vessel is safe, but environment groups and politicians say new images show it is tilting at an increased rate. Trinidadian environmental group Fishermen and Friends of the Sea, which represents 50,000 people in the local fishing industry, has called for a national emergency. The group visited the ship by boat on Friday and posted a video showing Nabarima tilting and suspended by anchor chains. An Eni spokesperson has said that the company was seeking to offload crude oil from the vessel but was waiting for the green light from the U.S. government in order to prevent any sanctions risk. The U.S. Embassy in Trinidad said Friday that the joint venture has a responsibility to take action to avoid an environmental disaster in Venezuelan waters. But Eni on Friday said that because the U.S. sanctioned Petróleos de Venezuela, it must wait for approval from the U.S. to unload its oil in order to prevent any sanctions risk. The embassy said in a statement that the United States Venezuela sanctions program is not designed to target activities addressing safety, environmental, or humanitarian concerns, suggesting local authorities are free to unload the oil. An oil spill in the region could turn it into a dead, contaminated sea, threatening the mangrove forests, lagoons, estuaries, beaches, and ecosystems there. The Gulf of Paria serves as a habitat and migratory route for bird species as well as whales, dolphins, turtles, and other fauna. It is also where more than 50% of all fishing activity in Trinidad and Tobago takes place, and the potentially impending spill would ruin the fishing industry. Although previous oil spills around the world have not been in as environmentally sensitive areas, they have still significantly affected marine animals and plants. A reminder of the possible extent of damage can usually be found in the information available from previous disasters, such as the Deepwater Horizon incident 10 years ago off the Gulf of Mexico, which saw nearly 12 million gallons of oil spill, resulting in the death of thousands of species ranging from plankton to dolphins. There were also other long-lasting impacts on marine life, including impaired reproduction, reduced growth, lesions, and diseases. Despite the fact the government of Trinidad and Tobago has a national oil spill contingency plan that prioritizes human health and the health of important marine ecosystems like coral reefs and mangroves, it is important to avoid the potential disaster that could happen if a spill were to occur. In the Indian Ocean island of Mauritius, a state of environmental emergency was declared by the government when oil started gushing out of a large Japanese bulk carrier and onto an important 100,000-year-old pristine barrier coral reef, into a network of highly protected nature reserves, containing some of the world's rarest creatures. Within 3 weeks of the oil spill, there were 49 dead whales and dolphins. It is our hope that a swift and well-thought-out response takes place, as an oil spill in the region would be devastating. This is the end. Thank you for watching. I have provided a video link in the description for a more upfront look at the developing situation. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.